Greetings, creatives. Kianga Janaki here. I am very excited about our upcoming Soulful Kawandi class. You will be creating a Kawandi like the ones you see on my studio wall. They are 18 inches by 18 inches. So your registration packets have already been shipped, so you'll have them in a few days, along with the video this video that's included in the email and the Zoom link. There's also a supply list, and I wanted to take just a little bit of time to go over the supply list, some of the things on the supply list that I think might need a little clarity. The first thing on the supply list is 2 to 4 hand sewing needles with large eyes and a sharp point. A lot of the large eye needles, some of them, they have a dull point, so make sure it's a little sharp, because you're going through 3 layers of fabric and you're hand sewing it, so you really got to pull through it. Now when I say a large eye, it doesn't have to be as large as the eye that you see on this one, because I threaded this one and you can see that eye is much smaller. I hope you can see it's much smaller. But this is what's threaded on it. And this is what you have coming in the mail. Each of you have a spool of eleganza number 8. Okay, so there's that. A half a yard of fabric for your backing fabric for your quilt. I say a half a yard, but you're gonna need to cut a 19 by 19 inch square from that half a yard. What's left over you can use for your sleeve. You can also use to create your flowers at the ends of your Kawandi, at the corners of your Kawandi. You definitely want to have a threader. These are the scissors I love working with. These are the serrated blades. They're great. And applique pins for pinning down the fabric, because you're going to have to pin everything down. These are the applique needles, applique pins, as opposed to your regular stick pins. I work with these all the time now. These are too long for me now, especially for applique when you're just trying to pin something down so you can stitch around it. You don't need that long of a needle. Sorry, I have the supply list here on my tablet and it keeps going black on me. Also, you'll need a rotary cutter and a mat, and of course the ruler to go with your rotary cutter. Some metallic threads. This is one that I'll be using, but some metallic thread, additional eleganza if you want, and some pieces of metallic fabric. Now you have some metallic options in your bundle, but like here, I put, these are like sequin on the corners. I'll show you that closer to the day of class. I think that was it. The only other thing that I would recommend, so that once we start class, we can just kind of roll. I'm going to spend like 20 minutes, if that long, giving you the history of the city people and the Kawandi, because the city people who make the Kawandi quilts, we say quilt. Kawandi is their word for quilt. So when you say Kawandi quilt, you're saying quilt. Okay. I'll spend a little time on that. But if you can, this is like a mini version of that. Okay. So this is your backing fabric. If you would just iron all the sides, right? Iron all the sides and put your batting in the middle, okay? So imagine this is 18 by 18 and that this is 19 by 19 and you're folding it over an inch all the way around and you're gonna put the batting in the middle, okay? If you could just have that done before class, that'll be perfect, because then we can really just start stitching right away, and we don't have to take time for everybody to iron out their backing and then put the batting in the middle. And again, you can use felt, You can use wool. You can use a thicker cotton for the batting in the middle. Oh, one more thing. The belly of the quilt. Kawandi's in the very center of the quilt. The tradition is to put a little a few grains of rice in the middle. And the saying that goes with that is, may your belly always be full. So I have used lavender, affirmations, and prayers. And I would encourage you to do that. And you can also add a few grains of rice or whatever it is you want to put. You might want to put sage in the middle, but be thinking about what you're going to put in the middle. And then you're going to cover it with a piece of fabric. These two, they both have prayers under that center image that I have. So anyway, I think I've covered the waterfront. If you have any additional questions prior to class, don't hesitate. You can reach me, you can call me, you can text me, you can email me. I'll see you on the day of class. Please acknowledge receipt of the email with all this information. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the 20th. Take care. Peace.